Moving on to accommodations, that's kind of the next big thing that folks are typically wanting to plan for their vacation is where you actually staying. So one thing I do want to note before you even really start researching or looking into like where you want your hotel to be or anything like that, I always like to also do research on the region that we're staying in and like which neighborhoods or areas are best for tourists.
Over 50% of Black Americans are unmarried, and only 2% of Black families in America have a net worth over $1 million.
We are on our journey to not only join that 2%, but grow that 2%.
Facts. I'm Truvel, creator of Black Wall Street, the board game, with my beautiful co-host.
I'm Sinclair, aka the Health Nerd. You can go to our website at them4show.com, our Instagram at them4show, and our YouTube channel at Melanated Married Millionaires in the Making.
And welcome to the M4 Show.
Moving on to accommodations, that's kind of the next big thing that folks are typically wanting to plan for their vacation is where you actually staying. So one thing I do want to note before you even really start researching or looking into like where you want your hotel to be or anything like that, I always like to also do research on the region that we're staying in and like which neighborhoods or areas are best for tourists. And that's just because there are some places where, maybe there's pockets of tourist locations, and then there's others that are not as touristy. And depending on where you are, that can mean also that there are safer areas than others. So I typically like to stay in the more touristy areas because, again, touristy typically means that they're gonna have like security and things like that watching to protect the tourists, so it can just make you feel a little bit more secure while you're walking around and enjoying your vacation. So once you kind of determined where you want to stay, next you get to actually research like hotels and things like that. So a couple of good recommendations or tips that I use is one, Airbnb. I am a fan of using Airbnb because it is typically just more space for the amount of money, or even cheaper than a hotel typically. So if you there are kind of pros and cons to each one, so it really also depends on where you're going and what's going to be more conducive to your stay.
All right, we're going to get back to the episode in a second, but breathe. If you've ever had a brilliant idea, I'm pretty sure everybody just took a breath right there, right? Because we all have amazing ideas, but I got a question for you. What's stopping you from taking that idea and actually making it into a business, actually executing on your brilliance? My name is Truvel, and in 2018, I was able to create, market, and sell my own product while still working a 9 to 5. And through the years, I've taken the lessons we've learned, the expensive webinars that I've gone to, and the dozens of business books that I've read, and I've discovered 7 simple steps to launch your business. If you're ready to take your business idea to the next level and make it real and start making profit from your passion, head to www.launchitcommunity.com and grab yourself the book. We've been able to make it very simple, affordable, and easier than ever to start that business while still working your 9 to 5. And we take entrepreneurs every single Friday and we talk to them. We teach them about how to use social media. We teach them about how to set up their Instagram account, how to use Shopify, how to use Printful, and other tools that can help you take your business to the next level, but not take tons of time away from your 9 to 5 and your busy life that you already have. So if you're ready to take that idea to the next level, make sure you head to www.launchitcommunity.com, get yourself a book, and join our free accountability calls. Now, let's get back to the episode.
Staying in a hotel, you might have more amenities available. You might have a restaurant within the building. Again, you're going to have like typically like a front doorman or like security, a gym, breakfast. Like there are, the service, which called the cleaning service that can come, turn down service. So there are a lot of different room service. There are a lot of different amenities that you have staying in a hotel that you may not have staying in Airbnb. But staying at Airbnb, you can possibly get something with a kitchen, right? With its own pool, you can get your own house if you want. So if you have a group, I definitely lean more towards Airbnb so everybody can be in the same place. If you just want to be able to like order room service and not really have to leave the building too much if you don't want to, a hotel is good. But yeah, Airbnb is typically a tool that I will use to find accommodations, as well as hotels.com. Hotels.com is a good one. Even if I don't actually use it to book, sometimes I will use hotels.com just to research like how expensive different hotels are in different regions. How many like different pockets, typically like I zoom out and see where all of the hotels are differently are like conglomerated together, because that typically means there's like maybe a tourist attraction or something around there, to kind of research into. But yes, hotels.com is another good one. Those are typically the two that I'm bouncing back and forth between, deciding whether I'm going to get like more of apartment style unit or just a hotel.
Thank you for supporting the M4 show and our mission to increase the wealth of Black families.
If you received any value from this episode, any value at all, any, do us a favor and give us a like and subscribe on YouTube and Apple, Spotify, anything, all of them, all of them, wherever you're listening. Go ahead and like and subscribe.
And after you like and subscribe, make sure you send this episode to at least one family that you really want to see win. We'll catch y'all next time. Peace.